Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. My name's Eva, and I want to thank you for joining me here. Today, we are going to be doing a harmonization for sort of healing in the receptive mode, of sort of getting into opening that receptive mode and aligning in the kind of field of electromagnetism of in your physical experience to really experiencing that receptivity and that magnetism in relationship to life in general, yourself, all of the sort of situations that you find yourself in, what you want to be experiencing. And we're going to be doing that today. What I'm going to be offering is sort of a clarity in discerning what you're offering. Because the way I practice in unity consciousness practice, the giving and receiving, one instantaneous process. To give and to receive are one. And so we want to get really clear about what we're offering, the sort of vibrational reality that we're offering, the belief, the identity that we are offering to the world as we just simply emit because we're electromagnetic beings, so that what is being sort of returned, the projection that we're offering is being returned to us through our perception, sort of bouncing off the walls of separation back to us. And if what you're experiencing is fear, is pain, of more of what you didn't want, we would bring clarity to the mind, clarity to the beingness, clarity to yourself right now in your experience, so that you can see what mind you're listening from. Because in this practice, there is the split mind, the mind of separation of the ego, and the mind that is still one in God, one in unity, one in spirit, one in source, one in wholeness, one in creation, whatever word you like to use there, but in eternal beingness. All of our power is always coming from that mind, even when we believe that we're separate. We are always of that mind. We cannot be without that mind. That mind is our home and we've never left. But we certainly believe that we have. So it is within our power to see those options clearly. I believe this is what free will is, and to choose again. But sometimes it's difficult to see when we feel a lot of fear or a lot of resistance or a lot of doubt or a lot of anticipatory projection that we're just going to continue experiencing the same thing. So we really want to offer assistance today in stillness and harmonization, opening, reorchestration, to be able to see more clearly, to rest, to feel peace in your body so that you can see clearly, to know that you're safe in your body, to know that you're safe in love, safe in the field. You're safe to make that choice, to choose to see differently. And as you open, as you take responsibility for and recognize in the way the field works of projection, of vibrational projection here, that you've made the situation that you're in with your belief in what you are, the split mind or the unified beingness. So we choose again. We've chosen, we understand, we take responsibility for, we forgive ourselves for having chosen fear, pain, separation. What we don't want this. We choose again. And in that choosing, because this is, the separated mind is an illusory reality, right? It's a dream world, samsara, and you are the meaning maker. You are the life giver here in this world. The life is coming through you. When you stop giving it life, it dissolves from you. So we might not believe that immediately. But this is an offering to maybe get a little bit closer, a little bit more open, a little bit more willing to say, you know what, I've tried a lot of other things and I still feel afraid and I still experience more of what I don't want, and I find it really difficult to be at peace in myself, and I'm feeling really challenged by negative thoughts, and I'm feeling attacked all the time, and I feel like defensive, and I feel tense, and my body hurts, and I'm tired. That maybe we just open ourselves a little bit up to something new. Might it be different than what you've experienced? It might be. Does it feel different? It might. But don't you want to feel different? My intention is only peace. It is only to offer knowing the self. It is my goal to know myself in peace, in unified being, in reality, in love. And that is what I offer to you. And today, I hope that it's a little easier to see what you might be offering to yourself and to the world, so that you can offer something different and really, really, really start to believe that you can just put down what you were offering to yourself and to others that was making you feel bad, that you can just put it down. So just taking some nice deep breaths, letting yourself just get comfortable feeling life. If you feel intrusive thoughts, if you feel judgmental thoughts of yourself for doing something like this, that's okay. You just let them go. Remember that you are witnessing those thoughts, so there's a part of you that's not those thoughts, or else you couldn't see outside of them. That's the mind that chooses. You're always capable of making that choice. You're already aware of your attack thoughts. You're already aware that you feel pain. So then you can't be that pain because you're witnessing that pain. So what are you? What is that power? What is that being? It wants to tell you. It's waiting for you to listen. And all it takes is a little tiny opening of listening for you to really start to feel that. And then you'll start to believe it. And then it'll get easier to make the choice to hear that voice instead of the little tiny nasty one that you made up. It's not always easy to take responsibility for having made something that is so hateful. But when you start to rest in your beingness, you see punishment's not real. It doesn't make you make up for it. It just wants you to be at peace. And it wants you to stop offering yourself pain when you are infinite love. You do have the power to stop offering yourself pain and offer yourself love instead. Love is what you are. Love is what God is. Hinya muisi, humya shinya mundai, kawusno tawon shimya inion sotaosh nitonya matuta. Hiwotoa womya tain yatin soyoshni. Kima worro tandaya somya ta worro kondaosh na tindaya. Sayano tomya kina worro ptiton da warrinyam soto yishitoi. Himyosto arumnito kanti poshtitani mosondra inyandaot. Because it is in putting down. It's just really in the putting down. The receptive mode is not something we achieve. It's automatically there when we put down what we're offering in defense of it. Kanonamorra tinium soti shini to kinitin. Let yourself be as you naturally are. Let yourself be in harmonization with all life. You know, the earth is has temporary cycles. So if we use nature as an example, we might say, well, things die in nature, animals die, you know. And our forms will pass here also. This is a temporary beingness. Samsara is a temporary situation. The world of dreams, the illusions, they are temporary. But the mind that sees that they are temporary is eternal. Sansi kayancho hi konom no toyona oraya toyomotot. Awonyam netedi oti shini toyana toyona. Sun sotish nindriti sayosot. So as we get reacquainted with our nature, what I believe is our true nature of harmonization with all life, we might be in temporary forms, but we can still very much experience our eternal beingness through this temporal form and expand the limits, dissolve the limits of the temporary, of the attachment to the temporary passing, to the forms. We allow new forms to emerge. Sansinotoyon no tamniton. We allow a healed mind to emerge. We allow unified ideas to emerge. We allow a healed body to emerge when we use it for real communication and harmonization. When we use it to remember life, not defend against it. We remember life through the temporary experience. We remember our oneness with the very force of this universe that produces physical phenomenon, because that is what we are also made out of here. That's what our consciousness is using to experience itself in this representation, this divine play. We remake what it means for us. We take responsibility for the power of our mind. We take the responsibility for the effects of our seeing in separation by stopping projecting through fear. Not by beating ourselves up and continuing to cycle in fear and in judgment and in punishment and in making up for and for striving and achieving into some hypothetical future, but by turning our minds away from that choosing. And in that practice, then the description becomes impossible, because you are aligning to a beingness that cannot be described, and the way that that innervates your mind and all action and all thought thereafter cannot really be described. And that's where you let go into direct experience for yourself. And that bridge is built into you because we never leave source. You don't need to build the bridge has been given you. Let yourself be still. You need to remember that you made this world the way that it is. But you don't have to keep looking at it. Then you've remembered the power of your choice, and then you choose again. Don't keep reinforcing the negative or the separated or, I don't like using dark or wrong, but, the choice that is producing fear. Choose again. Remember that you can choose again. Kimayotor koiti soma, himorum ni tomi sonsoi kinaya ni toma orum ni trokoroi tishiani. And when those attack thoughts come, remember you can hear those attack thoughts. Remember that you are a mind that is not of those attack thoughts. You projected something that believes something that produces a lot of pain, but you don't have to listen to that. You made that, and you can unmake it by stopping yourself from paying attention to it. And I think we're not going to get any clearer than that. So I think we'll end this here. If you are interested in this work, you can become a member of the channel because we do pretty much weekly additional sessions together. There's a deeper group, the Deeper Union group, which we sort of go into a little bit more detail, I guess, and into these sort of, the unified experience. Again, can't be described, but we do explore these ideas together in many different ways. If you'd like to go deeper personally, there's many ways to do that together, and you can check out all of those links in all of the video descriptions. So thank you again, and I bless you so completely. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.